That is easy. Done. Okay. Plus 1.
Okay.
Now, tell me you understand that. Oh, we needed a plus 1? Fine, there's your plus 1.
Now,
Which means all this crap,
wait a second. That's factorable.
yes it is. Not only is it factorable, but what does it factor into?
Let's see, x plus 3 and x plus 3. So
X plus 3 and x plus 3,
squared,
or x plus 3
3
squared.
Which
So guess what u is?
We have
What is u?
X.
X plus 3.
x plus 3 plus 1, right?
6 plus 3.
You mean silly to me?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Because I don't want to confuse
Oh, sorry.
4 o'clock.
Yes, I'm being completely.
So du is dx, ding, 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 ding. We end up with 1 over u squared plus 1 du, which is the arctangent of u plus c, or the arctangent of x plus 3. Didn't look like arctangent to start with, but it didn't look like anything else worse, okay? That was an awesome arctangent problem. It's
It was
gorgeous.
really simple after we solved that problem.
Well, you have to prioritize what's important. In the last example, making that 9 a 1 was the priority, and then whatever happened after that we would deal with. The priority of this one, we needed to create a plus 1. So we created a plus 1 and then prayed that whatever happened afterwards would have done me some good. Okay? All right, I'm going to close the chapter on antiderivatives for now. We'll be doing lots more of these, practice, practice, practice later on, but that'll give you enough for the test Monday and then moving forward. Okay? This is a little tricky. I don't see it a lot on the AP, but every now and then they throw that in there just to see if you're paying attention. U sub, at its core, it's an easy concept. Very, very easy concept. You take the thing that should be a variable and you make it a variable and then you just see what falls from that. In practice, however, getting it to look like one of your old forms can be very, very difficult in AP. Okay? Now, to talk about the test Monday, I honestly think that some of y'all are going to take it way too lightly because all we've really learned here, two things actually. We've learned that the antiderivative means area, so expect to see some area questions. We've also learned that antiderivative, if you think about it in particle motion, position, velocity, acceleration.
Before position is.
Before, we could only work our way down the chain.
There you go.
Now we can actually work our way back up the chain. And some of y'all are forgetting these plus C's, and those plus C's are going to come back to haunt you in these problems. But now we talk about, when we say U sub, I can now ask you any question that involves antiderivatives and make it harder. So I could ask you to go from acceleration to velocity with something like that. Or I could ask you to find the area of something like that. Okay? It's a lot to keep track of in this one test.
Question.
Yes.
Since we know the antiderivative normally is around area,
Right.
so would the area of velocity be position?
Yes, it would, which is exactly what I've been throwing at you on your weekly quest. That they give you a picture of velocity and then they ask you something about position without giving you a formula for V. And you have to use area as that interpretation of position. Okay, so yes, that is a massive connection to make. Speaking of quests, 3 people absent today. Shannon, who was supposed to have sent me her quest or turned it in yesterday, who did not. Chelsea, who's been out for 2 days, Graham, who we thought was here, who, this is the third week now that I haven't gotten a quest from him. You forgot yours, you didn't pay enough attention on yours. Do y'all understand why I give you the quests? And this is me bitching at y'all too, because y'all actually turn them in, but I'll do it to the entire class. Do y'all get why I do the quests?
Yes.
Why?
Practice problems.
And where did these quest questions come from?
AP quests.
They are AP questions. This is exactly what's gonna show up on the AP. Exactly what's gonna show up on the AP. And if you're not practicing now to be familiar with it, because while they're straightforward, there are tricks to some of them. You know, it's the same old hat, but ooh, they put a twist on it. Think about this then and consider it credence. I have your, right now, 5 questions. Starting next week, it's gonna be 6 questions each. So 5 of you, 2 of you makes 7, 4 more from Green Sea makes 11, Sloan makes 12. Okay? 12 times 6. 12 times 6.
Oh, 72.
72. That is 72 questions that I need to have graded. I need my weekend to do that. And if y'all are waiting until Monday to accidentally forget to turn them in, that's time that I need during the week to do other stuff. So feel my wrath now at not being considerate. And I think from here on out, if I don't have, I don't care why you're out. If I don't have it on Friday, it's just a 0, no questions asked, no nothing. I'm tired of it. This is not the only year. You are just the tip of the, or the end of the line as far as me being pissed at this stuff. It's for, this is honestly, y'all really don't do homework. The time y'all spend in class is not what it could be, so this is about all I get out of you. Okay? Give it to me. All right, there's that. Now, the rest of the time, we can keep working on your packet. Y'all can use your time for whatever you need, but there is my review. I think 4th blockers, if you have your quests, I will have the answers here so that Sloan can go over them with you, or that you can look through and see how the answers are done. That's it, let's go ahead and turn